Good evening, students. Excuse me, starting trouble. So, now we will study about seven wheel take up motion. I have already dealt with let off motion, negative let off motion, which I have completed just in the previous class. And there are two kinds of secondary motions. One is let off motion, and the other one is take up motion. Before that, I am Shekhar dealing with fabric manufacture one lab practice from Sirsilla Government Polytechnic College. SRRSGPT Rajanna Sirsilla District. Sri Rajarajeshwara Swami Government Polytechnic Rajanna Sirsilla District. So, seven wheel take up motion. So, what is seven wheel take up mechanism? There are primary mechanisms, or all of you know that they are shedding, picking, and beat up, and we have dealt extensively with negative taper shedding mechanism, cone over pick mechanism, side lever under pick mechanism, and beat up mechanism. And just in the last class we have studied negative let off mechanism. So there are two kinds of secondary mechanisms. One is secondary mechanisms are there are two, let off mechanism and take up mechanism. In that we have studied negative let off mechanism, and now we will study seven wheel take up mechanism, and after that tomorrow class we will study about positive let off mechanism. So negative let off mechanism and positive let off mechanism, both of them are let off mechanisms, releasing the warp, delivering the warp. So let off mechanism is of two types, negative and positive, and we have studied negative let off mechanism, and after that tomorrow's class we will study positive let off mechanism, and before that we will complete seven wheel take up mechanism, which is another secondary mechanism. This is positive kind of seven wheel positive take up mechanism. So seven wheel take up mechanism is a secondary mechanism. Please understand that secondary motions, primary motions, secondary motions. So this comes under secondary motions, and aim of the experiment to dismantle and assemble the seven wheel take up mechanism. So what are the seven wheels? How do you dismantle them? How do you assemble them? What are the construction? What is the construction, or what are the parts of the wheels, and what are the parts of the, what is the function of the wheels, and what is the working of the mechanism? All these things we will study in this seven wheel take up mechanism. So dismantle and assemble seven wheel take up mechanism, know the parts of the mechanism, learn the construction and working of the mechanism. Principle of the experiment: in this positive type of take up motion, the cloth roller driven by means of a train of wheels draws the cloth forward at a regular speed with uniform pick spacing system. This is the principle of the experiment. So you have to understand some points in this positive type of take up mechanism. So this is positive type of mechanism. The cloth roller, there will be a cloth roller which is driven by means of a train of wheels, which is driven by means of a train of wheels. Train of wheels means seven wheels. Draws the cloth forward. It draws the cloth forward at a regular speed. At a regular speed. So uniform speed with uniform pick spacing system. The pick spacing will be uniform. So this is the principle involves all these points. So regular speed and uniform pick spacing system. So please see the parts. I will show you another picture where there will be clear understanding of the parts. So so these are the train of wheels, and M is the pulling pawl, N is the retaining pawl, and there will be 7 wheels if you observe clearly. I will show you another diagram. So take up lever, I is the take up lever. So let us better go to the next diagram. So this is the next diagram. So please see that. Now you will see all these wheels. So please observe on the, I am starting from the right hand top corner. So please see, take up lever, and then fulcrum. The below one is stud and slip catch, pulling pawl, holding pawl or retaining pawl, standard wheel which is of 36 teeth, ratchet wheel 24 teeth, change pinion 32 teeth, change wheel xt, so it means that multiplied by the change pinion, stud pinion, stud wheel 89 teeth, stud pinion, I can't see this, so it is around 18 teeth, emery roller diameter of 4.79 inches, emery roller end wheel 90 teeth. And you see in this blocked diagram, emery roller is there, and from the emery roller it goes on to the cloth roller with the help of guide roller. The fabric is passes on to the guide roller. Fabric passes on to the emery roller, and then after passing through the guide roller it passes to cloth roller. So you may say that, sir, where is the cloth roller here? So that's why this block diagram is, there is a small block where it is cloth roller is given. So emery roller you have seen the emery roller in the main diagram, and the emery roller is connected to the cloth roller via the guide roller. So please observe the parts. Take up lever, fulcrum, stud, pulling pawl, pulling pawl, next holding pawl, holding pawl can also be called as retaining pawl. Now we will talk about the wheels only. First, ratchet wheel, 2 standard wheel, 3 change wheel, 4 change pinion, 5 stud pinion, 6 stud wheel, 7 emery roller end wheel. These are the 7 wheels. In this diagram also it is similarly like that only, but this is a good diagram. So let's go with this. That is so what are the 7 wheels? Ratchet wheel, standard wheel, change wheel, change pinion, stud wheel, stud pinion, emery roller end wheel, and on the emery roller end wheel there is an emery roller, and which in turn is connected to the cloth roller. So seven wheels are these seven are wheels, and emery roller is the another roller. It's not a wheel. Emery roller is different. Emery roller end wheel is different. So Emery roller end wheel is the seventh wheel in the seven wheel take up mechanism, and you have observed the number of teeth, and holding pawl and pulling pawl are two important points, and slip catch, we will study about slip catch also in the coming notes. And pulling pawl, it pulls like this, every each one tooth it pulls like this, and retaining holding pawl will stop. Suppose pulling pawl pulls one tooth, then retaining pawl or holding pawl helps so that not more than one tooth is pulled. That is the function of the holding pawl or retaining pawl. Pulling pawl and holding pawl will function together so that uniform or regular speed is maintained and uniform peak spacing is maintained. So we will study all these things. So one more time observe. Emery roller end wheel. Emery roller end wheel, on that is mounted emery roller, and in the block diagram which is on the left hand corner, please, emery roller is connected to cloth roller via the guide roller, through which the fabric is wound onto the cloth roller. So this is the complete picture of the take up mechanism. Now construction. The motion to the take up starts at a stud fixed at the bottom of the sleigh sword. So at the bottom of the sleigh sword, right hand bottom corner. So that is the stud. So observe, that is the stud. The motion to the take up starts at a stud fixed at the bottom of the sleigh sword. The stud is in the slot of the monkey tail lever or take up lever and carries a pulling pawl at its top end. The stud is in the slot of the monkey tail lever. So the stud is in the slot of monkey tail lever, which is also called as take up lever. And the lever, the take up lever carries a pulling pawl at its top end. I have already shown you the pulling pawl. So at its top end, pulling pawl is carried. The pulling pawl rests on ratchet wheel, which is connected to a standard wheel by a stud. The pulling pawl rests on a ratchet wheel, which is connected to a standard wheel by a stud. So please observe that the pulling pawl rests on a ratchet wheel and standard wheel is connected to it by a stud. Fourth point, the standard wheel is geared to a pick wheel or change wheel. So pick wheel or change wheel, both the names are same, which is connected to a change pinion or swing pinion by a stud. The standard wheel is geared, so ratchet wheel is connected to standard wheel and standard wheel is geared to a pick wheel or change wheel, and which in turn is connected to a change pinion or swing pinion. So pick wheel or change wheel is the same, and change pinion or swing pinion is the same. The change pinion is geared to a stud wheel, which is a compound wheel and has stud pinion. So the change pinion is connected to or geared to a stud wheel, which is a compound wheel and has stud pinion. So stud wheel and stud pinion, both of them are compound wheels. The emery roller end wheel is geared to the stud pinion. The emery roller end wheel is geared to the stud pinion. A holding pawl and a slip catch rest on the ratchet wheel. Excuse me. So on the ratchet wheel there are three things: pulling pawl, holding pawl and a slip catch. All the three are present on the ratchet wheel. A holding pawl and a slip catch rest on the ratchet wheel. This is written in the 7th point, and in the in the third point it is written that pulling pawl rests on the ratchet wheel. So you can observe that a holding pawl and a slip catch rest on the ratchet wheel. 8th point. Cloth is drawn forward and passed over the emery roller, guide roller, and finally onto the cloth roller. The emery roller has frictional contact with the cloth roller. So cloth is drawn forward and passed over the emery roller. This I have shown you in the block diagram. So here the cloth is drawn forward through the emery roller and guide roller and cloth roller. So you can see that blue color cloth roller. So that's what he says. Cloth is drawn forward and passed over the emery roller, guide roller, and finally onto the cloth roller. The emery roller has frictional contact with the cloth roller. Emery roller and cloth roller has a frictional contact with each other. Working. I am getting tired. The sleigh moves forward during beat up. So the stud moves the bottom portion of the monkey tail lever forward. The pawl moves backward due to fulcrum and pulls one tooth on the ratchet wheel. From the ratchet wheel, the motion is transmitted to the emery roller through the train of wheels. So the sleigh moves forward during beat up. So what is the function of the beat up here? After beat up, the last laid weft is pushed into the fell of the cloth. So after the beat up occurs, the cloth is drawn onto the cloth roller by the pulling action of the cloth roller. So the sleigh moves forward during beat up. So the stud moves the bottom portion of the monkey tail lever forward. So by that motion, the stud moves the bottom portion of the monkey tail lever forward. The bottom portion of the take up lever or monkey tail lever is moves forward. The pawl moves backward due to fulcrum and pulls one tooth on the ratchet wheel. The pawl moves backward. Which pawl? Pulling pawl. The pawl moves backward due to fulcrum and pulls one tooth on the ratchet wheel. From the ratchet wheel, the motion is transmitted to the emery roller through the train of wheels. From the ratchet wheel, the motion is transmitted to the emery roller through the train of wheels. So what are those train of wheels means? What are those? Ratchet wheel, standard wheel, change wheel or pick wheel, change pinion or swing pinion, stud wheel, stud pinion, emery roller end wheel. And then from the emery roller end wheel, it moves to the emery roller, and then because of the frictional contact with the emery roller and cloth roller with the help of guide roller, the cloth is wound onto the cloth roller. So I will explain one more time anyway. The cloth roller, which is in frictional contact with the emery roller, rotates and takes up the cloth. The holding pawl holds the. So you might have understood the fourth point. The cloth roller is in frictional contact with the emery roller. So the train of wheels end with emery roller end wheel, and as the emery roller end wheel rotates, emery roller rotates, and because of the frictional contact of the emery roller and cloth roller, the cloth roller takes up the cloth. Next point. The holding pawl holds the ratchet wheel to avoid overturning or slippage of the ratchet wheel. So please see this. The holding pawl or retaining pawl. There are two pawls. PAWL, two pawls. Holding pawl and pulling pawl. Holding pawl is also called as retaining pawl. So pulling pawl pulls one tooth, whereas holding pawl holds the ratchet wheel to avoid overturning, so that it won't run more than one tooth. Overturning means so that the ratchet wheel don't run fast or overturn or slippage of the ratchet wheel. So that is the function of the holding pawl. The holding pawl holds the ratchet wheel to avoid overturning or slippage of the ratchet wheel. So coming to settings, we are almost ending the class. So settings. The greater the number of teeth in the change wheel, the higher will be the picks per inch and vice versa. The greater the number of teeth in the change wheel. So if you want to change picks per inch, then you need to change or modify change wheel. So if the change wheel has higher teeth, then picks per inch is higher, and if the change wheel has lower number of teeth, then picks per inch will be lower. So change wheel is the one of the important wheels in the 7-wheel take-up mechanism. Change wheel decides the pix per inch. If the number of teeth are more, pix per inch are more. If the number of teeth are less, pix per inch is less. So change wheel decides pix per inch, which means PPI, PPI, which in turn affects the cloth cover factor also. Weft cover factor, warp cover factor, and cloth cover factor. Second point, all the 7 wheels should rotate freely. There should be maintenance of the machine so that lubrication is done very well, and all the 7 wheels should rotate freely without any friction between them. So here you see the gearing diagram of the 7 wheel take-up mechanism. Here it is clearly given. A is the ratchet wheel, B is the standard wheel, CW change wheel, D is the change pinion or swing pinion. To that connected is stud pinion, stud wheel is 89 teeth, and F is E is stud wheel and F is stud pinion, and then it is connected to emery roller end wheel, which is known as G, and emery roller end wheel is with the help of other things are not given, and take up roller, which has a circumference of 15.05 inches of circumference. So what are the wheels? A ratchet wheel 24 teeth, B standard wheel 36 teeth, change wheel CW. Change wheel decides PPI, pix per inch. Change wheel decides pix per inch. CW is change wheel. If CW is high, if the number of teeth on change wheel is high, then pix per inch is high. If the number of teeth on change wheel is less, then PPI pix per inch is less. So to the change wheel connected is swing pinion or change pinion, that is has a 24 teeth. D is the swing pinion or change pinion, to which stud wheel is geared, and stud wheel is E, and which has 89 teeth, and after that stud wheel is connected to stud pinion, which has 16 teeth, which is F. F is stud pinion, and emery roller end wheel is it has 90 teeth, and it is written as G, and with the help of emery roller and cloth roller, so take up roller is the circumference of the take up roller is 15.05 inches. So these are the 7 wheels. So we will see the videos. I have gathered 3 videos, and then after that I will recapitulate what we have done in this class. So please observe the videos.
This is a positive intermittent motion. The sleigh stud oscillates to and fro. The take-up lever also moves similarly to and fro. When the take-up lever moves to the right, the pawl pulls one tooth of the ratchet wheel. This happens when the crank is at the front center. This action rotates the other wheels and finally the emery roller. The cloth roller in contact with the emery roller then rotates and takes up the cloth. This mechanism is positive and involves 7 wheels. The picks per inch in the fabric can be altered by using the appropriate change wheel. This mechanism is popular in industry because the number of teeth in the change wheel directly indicates the number of picks per inch in the cloth.
See one more time, I will explain in between.
This is a positive intermittent motion. The sleigh stud oscillates to and fro. The take-up lever also moves similarly to and fro.
Take-up lever moves to and fro. That means like this, like this.
When the take-up lever moves to the right, the pawl pulls one tooth of the ratchet wheel.
When the take-up lever moves to the right, take-up lever is like this. When it moves to the right, that pulling pawl pulls one tooth of ratchet wheel. And here he has not explained retaining pawl, so please observe that there is a retaining pawl or holding pawl which stops overturning or slippage of the ratchet wheel.
This happens when the crank is at the front center. This action rotates the other wheels and finally the emery roller. The cloth roller in contact with the emery roller then rotates and takes up the cloth.
The cloth roller is in frictional contact with the emery roller.
This mechanism is positive and involves 7 wheels. The picks per inch in the fabric can be altered by using the appropriate change wheel.
Picks per inch can be altered by using appropriate change wheel. Actually, the number of teeth on the change wheel is equal to the picks per inch in the fabric.
tree because the number of teeth in the change wheel directly indicates the number of picks per inch in the cloth.
It directly indicates the number of picks. This is another video showing about 7-wheel take-up mechanism. I hope it is a different one. It is the same one.
This is a positive intermittent motion.
আজকে আমরা 7 হুইল টেকআপ মোশন ট্রান্সফার নিয়ে আলোচনা করব। তো প্রথমে হলো আমাদের রেস্টেড হুইলের সাথে রড দিয়ে কানেক্ট করা সোজাসুজি পাশে হলো
The language is different. Please bear with me.
যেটা হলো আমার
Just observe the wheels, how they look like.
স্ট্যান্ডার্ড হুইলের সোজা নিচে
Observe the wheels.
সেটা হলো আমার চেঞ্জ হুইল। এই যে এটা হলো আমার চেঞ্জ হুইল, আর চেঞ্জ হুইলের
That is change wheel.
সোজা বরাবর হলো আমার
The bigger one is emery roller end wheel.
আর সুইং পিনিয়নের পরে হলো আমার
So these are the wheels. That's how they look like.
এই যে এটা হলো আমার কম্পাউন্ড হুইল, আর কম্পাউন্ড হুইলের পাশে ছোট একটা হুইল আছে সেটা হলো কম্পাউন্ড।
So you see compound wheel how it looks like.
আর কম্পাউন্ড পিনিয়নের সোজা উপরে বড়টা হলো আমার টেকআপ হুইল।
You see emery roller and cloth roller are in frictional contact with each other. So thank you. Thank you to the videos people. They have done excellent job so that we can it eases our job. So dear students, I will explain one more time the construction and working. So please observe. There is a take-up lever and fulcrum and stud, and on the take-up lever there is a pulling pawl, and pulling pawl is resting on ratchet wheel. Ratchet wheel is connected to gear to standard wheel, and there is holding pawl which helps in overturning of the ratchet wheel when the pulling pawl pulls one tooth of the wheel, and slip catch also will help in this function. And after that we have change wheel and change pinion, and change wheel and change pinion. Change wheel is also known as pick wheel. Change pinion is also known as swing pinion, and after that they are geared to stud wheel and stud pinion, and it is geared to emery roller end wheel. Emery roller end wheel, on that lies emery roller, and emery roller is in frictional contact with the cloth roller. So emery roller is in contact with the frictional contact with the cloth roller via the guide roll. So the fabric is wound onto the cloth roller with the help of emery roller and with the help of train of wheels. So what are the train of wheels? 7 wheels. That's why it is called as 7 wheel take-up mechanism. What are those 7 wheels? So I am summing it up. What are those 7 wheels? Ratchet wheel, standard wheel, change pinion, stud wheel, stud pinion, emery roller end wheel. All the students are expected to know the 7 wheels and sometimes even number of teeth also. So what are the 7 wheels? Those are the 7 wheels. And what is the function of the pulling pawl? It pulls one tooth of the ratchet wheel and thereby motion is transmitted to the train of wheels. And to avoid overturning of the ratchet wheel, holding pawl or retaining pawl is placed over the ratchet wheel. So this is about 7 wheel take-up mechanism. And one important thing is in this diagram, please observe CW. So this is one viva question you may expect in exams. CW means change wheel. So if the it is directly numbered like that, suppose change wheel has 80 teeth, then PPI is 80. If the change wheel is 79, then PPI is 79. So change wheel is the number of teeth in the change wheel. This is the important question in the lab viva exam. So number of teeth in the change wheel is equal to the picks per inch in the fabric. So that's how it is decided. So if the picks per inch is more, that means change wheel has more teeth. If the picks per inch is less, that means change wheel has less number of teeth. So with that I will conclude the class, and I will just play the video one more time for the better understanding of the all students. So this is the last time I will be playing this video, and after that you can search on Google to find out the video also, not on Google, YouTube. So please see the video.
This is a positive intermittent motion. The sleigh stud oscillates to and fro. The take-up lever also moves similarly to and fro. When the take-up lever moves to the right, the pawl pulls one tooth of the ratchet wheel. This happens when the crank is at the front center. This action rotates the other wheels and finally the emery roller. The cloth roller in contact with the emery roller then rotates and takes up the cloth. This mechanism is positive and involves 7 wheels. The picks per inch in the fabric can be altered by using the appropriate change wheel. industry because the number of teeth in the change wheel directly indicates the number of picks per inch in the cloth.
So dear students, we have completed 7 wheel take up motion also. Thank you.